People, what's up? We're back. Your favorite nerds. Episode 8 of the Nerds Lair. I'm El Juancho, as always. Along here with my co host, Jay.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How are you, sir?
Doing fine. Geek, how are you?
I am doing finer. Thank you for asking.
Like fine
Watcher.
wine?
I'm sorry?
Oh, I was going to say like fine wine.
Sure. I just wanted to one up him.
Okay.
He said fine, I say finer.
I'll say great.
Greater.
Great, like Frosted Flakes.
They're great.
You know,
Not
it's pretty
sponsored.
great.
Yes,
Yeah, not a sponsor. I mean, we wouldn't mind. I'd take it.
I love myself some Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, I actually think I have some in the house. You know, it's
Turn
pretty
into a
great.
mukbang really quick.
Gran Turismo. I caught it last night in National Cinema Day. It's pretty good. Definitely recommend it if y'all are
Based
interested.
on a real story.
Yeah, based on a real story. Jay Geek, are you guys gonna check it out? Are you guys interested in it, or is it just a wait till it's streaming kind of deal?
I'd probably wait till it's streaming. I haven't been the biggest fan of Gran Turismo.
I'll probably also wait till it's on streaming, but can't wait to watch the best movie of the year about something going really, really fast. So but no, I mean, yeah, I guess I'll watch it when it's on Netflix because it's a Sony thing. So I'll just throw it on one day, maybe, probably.
It exceeded my expectations. That's always a good thing.
But the question is how high were the expectations?
Exactly.
Next question.
It didn't look horrible. Like I think we've all seen the trailers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you've been to the movie theater in like the last couple months, how can you not?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it. I mean, do you guys think it looks horrible, or
No.
it looks fine. It looked okay to me. Like, but
It looked like a kind of generic race movie.
What you want all racing movies to be Fast and Furious?
It's based on a true story. They're not gonna lift cars and go to space. Oh. Actually, we can go move on to the topic already.
Okay.
Our next one, Warner Bros. Pushes 2 release dates. Dune 2 and Godzilla X Kong.
Yeah, Dune is what, March 14th now, right?
Yeah.
And then you said Godzilla and Kong is April?
Yeah. What do you think, Geek?
Well, there's a couple things. This was, again, inevitable on a couple weeks ago when we were talking about the Sony movie delays. The strike is making all of this inevitable, and I'm sure it's only going to continue to get delayed. But Godzilla versus Kong, or Godzilla and Kong, I guess, rather, getting pushed up, I think will be cool. I will be excited to watch that, especially because in Godzilla versus Kong, the first city that Godzilla destroys, Pensacola, is like, depending on how bad traffic is like 30 minutes away from me. And I can promise you, it looks nothing like it does in the movies. Like, I promise you, that was not Pensacola, Florida. I don't know what it was, but it was not Pensacola. Dune getting pushed back. I think I might have to rewatch the first one because I wasn't a big fan of the first one. So I don't really have thoughts on that. I have thoughts on the Marvels because yay, they get their IMAX screenings that they probably deserve, but it's probably going to get delayed.
Marvels, you think will get delayed?
I think it's only a matter of unless they can resolve the strike in some way, shape, or form, especially with I didn't read the story, but I know Disney visual effects people are going on strike now, or it's unionizing or something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So with that, that going on, the writer strike, some of the actors striking, it's only a matter of time. So, I mean, I would love for it to come out this year, but until they say tickets go on sale on this date, there is nothing set in stone. So,
I have a question though. You think let's just say if the delay is still going by next month, October, do you think they'll delay it, but not a big delay? Like say Gran Turismo, which was like 2 weeks, a week. Something like that.
um, I that's a good question because you could, depending on how the things go, you could delay it a couple weeks, and pretty much its only competition is Aquaman 2, which is like getting treated like a redhead stepchild who you know nothing about and you want nothing to do with. So there's no competition in December.
Yeah.
Or you push it back farther like Dune did, and you probably lose your IMAX screenings again to Dune. So
It's not like Timothy is losing; he's getting Wonka this year,
yeah,
unless that's been delayed.
I don't think so.
Wasn't Wonka supposed to be a series?
It's a
No, it's a
movie.
movie.
Oh, it's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they said it was a series.
But speaking of Oompa Loompas, Jay, what do you think of the delays due
What?
next month?
I was going to call him an Oompa Loompa too.
I'm sorry,
What?
bro. Hey, that's not dude. Oompa Loompas are cool.
Oompa Loompa.
The delays, yeah. Dune, Godzilla, thoughts.
Um, I think they're not like bad. I would say because I mean we've been going through delays for how many years now. So I think when they see a delay, it's just like, oh, okay. It and it is for a good cause. Like it's a strike going on, so it's understandable why. So I say it's kind of a good thing.
Hmm. Good take. Good take. I have a question for both of you guys. Something just
26.
no. Something just hit my mind. It's not like impossible. Like we never. It's not like we never seen this before. But say the strike does get resolved soon. Do you guys think they might move Craven a little earlier?
Probably.
Well, it is Sony, so I guess it's not completely out of the question. Um, but I also think that even though all the movies are getting pushed back because of the strike, which is a good and a bad thing, I think they can all just benefit from the release dates they have because they could touch it up and make sure everything is nice. So, I mean, you can maybe move it up a little bit, but I don't know. I don't think I would move it. Be like, oh yeah, we're gonna release it now.
Definitely.
If anything, if it does get resolved and they do decide to what's it called, move it up, just move it to its original release date. Wasn't it like October 12th or something like that?
I thought it was September.
Oh,
No, it was
Craven.
October.
Yeah, Craven was October.
Oh, is its new release date September then?
No, it's August of next year, right?
Yeah, August 24th of
I
next
thought there
year.
was a Sony one that was supposed to come out in September.
Like
Maybe
this year?
Madam Web of next year.
February. No, that's February.
Who knows with them?
Yeah.
I'll just take y'all's words for it. Clearly, I don't know.
You in the comments, if you're watching this, correct us. Yeah, Craven's August 30th of next year. As of now, but who knows? I mean, we still got a couple of movies like we mentioned: Marvels, Wonka, Aquaman, Expendables, Five Nights at Freddy's, which I know Jay's gonna gush over.
Oh yeah, man, I love that series. Fantastic.
Oh yeah, new Saw.
And speaking of the Marvels
Yeah.
too, um, really quick segue from that. I don't know how credible the rumor is, but we may have a potential runtime for the Marvels, which is a shocking one, not a good one, but roughly an hour and 40-ish minutes, which that I don't think that's good. Um, I'm curious what y'all think before I would say about the short runtime.
Uh, could be rushed. Could be, but part of me feels like they assume we all know who, Carol Danvers is. We all know who, like, you know, Kamala is, Monica. So like we know these characters, and they're gonna. I guess I'm just start theorizing, but they're gonna just throw us in with the whole thing from the trailer, the gimmick of, oh hey, they can interchange powers. And you guys get where I'm getting at? Like they're
Yeah,
gonna just be like, hey, you guys know these characters. Here's a story, whatever. But I will say though, the last movie that had a really short, at least superhero movies that had a short runtime was Morbius.
Mm.
and who remembers that movie?
Yeah. Also Venom, like
That was okay.
yeah, I like Venom too, but uh, I can see, I don't mind it if that's what they're doing. What I said earlier, but we'll have to see. Jay,
Uh, yeah. Like what you said, I don't mind a short run time, but I think this would just be like a setup movie for like just to incorporate Monica into like the new Avengers or what's her name, Kamala into
the Young
the Young
Avengers.
Avengers. Yeah, and I would say probably like a farewell to Nick Fury if this is going to be his last role. Sam um, last role as Nick Fury.
Uh,
So, I mean, I think it'd just be like one of those kind of movies. They just focus heavily on setup.
Hmm.
but
And
as history has told us, sometimes you shouldn't focus on setting up. Focus on
yeah.
fleshing out your characters.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I haven't really done a good job of setting up the next two Avengers movies.
No, they haven't.
God bless their co. I have
But
I may sound like a fanboy, but I'm definitely going to blame COVID on that for just ruining the timeline for Phase Four because I feel like the original idea, having it more fleshed out, would have made more sense.
what do you think of the runtime?
Um, I hope it's not rushed. That would be my big fear. Um, but I I will say that out of the whole hour and 40 whatever minutes, I am looking forward to like the 1 or 2 minutes of screen time that Haley Steinfeld is supposedly going to have.
You're just gonna say that.
But jokes aside, no, I'm still going to look forward to it because I think Amon Villani was amazing as Miss Marvel.
Even if the show
And
wasn't the best.
yeah, yeah, but I mean, I think with her attitude, and I mean, no offense, the bar was not very high for the first Captain Marvel movie. That's no disrespect to Brie Larson or them; it just was not good. Um, so I think with Amon Villani and Monica Rambeau, whose actress name I don't know, but I think they'll elevate that to be a much, much, much better movie.
And Imam Vellani does care about Miss Marvel as a
Yeah.
character.
She
Yeah,
like
Oh,
wrote the new comic, right?
yeah,
Or one of the
she's
new.
going to be
Yeah.
writing it.
Yeah.
yeah. So she has a lot of passion for Miss Marvel.
I want to ask you guys something. Like, look, I don't mind opinions here and there, but maybe our Brie Larson's Captain Marvel gets a little too much hate. It's just a tad, or what do you guys think?
I think so.
Yeah.
'Cause I mean,
I,
oh, go ahead.
oh, no, sorry, you go ahead.
I was gonna say like she's definitely not the best character, but she's also not the worst. Like,
Yeah.
I think so. At first, like when her movie came out and then Endgame came out, I think Endgame did a much better job with her character than her own movie. But I also remember like the press tour that they were doing and some of like the way she was acting. I didn't really like her.
Yeah.
Um, but then like going to Texas and like talking with some of the people who took pictures with her or met her, and they were just saying like how she's just a freaking amazing person. Which of course, you know, you're meeting a celebrity at an event, so of course they're going to be nice.
Yeah.
But I think hearing so many people say she's so genuinely nice consistently made me look at it like, huh, maybe Captain Marvel, like whoever the director was for Captain Marvel, maybe they just did not do a good job. Like maybe that was the issue. So yeah, I
When your
definitely think
cat when the cat is better than you in the movie.
yeah,
well,
yeah,
I mean, animals are better than all the humans in the movie.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we honestly need an animal Avengers movie. Give me Goose, Lucky,
Oh,
Thorg, Crocodile Loki.
and
Who
Cosmo.
else? Oh, and
So
Cosmo.
well, you can just play Crocodile. You can just play Crocodile Loki. Just give you the Loki crown.
Jeff the Shark. And Jeff the Shark.
There, we'll get a fucking animal Avengers team up before we get young Avengers. I bet with Groot being the leader because everybody loves animals and everybody loves Groot.
I am Groot. With that out of the way, you touched on Phase 4 earlier, and actually you touched on this early too. What they could or could not be doing. How are we feeling about not just like Secret Wars with all the rumors, but STEM CU in general, even without like you know COVID or the strike? How are we feeling? How it's going to go forward? Potential reboot on the way. Jay let her rip.
Uh, I mean, I have faith that they could like improve their what's it called, production quality, because they said they were gonna start focus on quality over quantity, and they do have really good um, projects that look interesting, like Fantastic Four, Daredevil, Born Again. Um, I would say Thunderbolts looks pretty interesting too. And I mean, we're leading up to Secret Wars, probably one of the biggest events in comic history. So I mean, I think they can definitely like bounce back. and have a high possibility at just knocking it out the park.
Yeah. Geek.
Um, I, I, I'm, I'm excited for sure. And I think the delays actually, oddly enough, help Secret Wars because it. I don't want it soon, but I also don't want it too late for some of these actors and actresses.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with it where it is now, and I think easily when it comes out, it'll be probably the highest grossing movie of all time again. And as far as like the softer reboot goes, the more I think about it, I feel like what they would mean by soft reboot is kind of exactly what happens in the comics, where the Ultimate Universe is destroyed and Miles becomes part of the 616 universe, among others. I could see them doing like, um, here's a new Captain America, Steve Rogers, and his Earth is destroyed, and now you have Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson in the MCU. So they'll keep like their MCU characters, or better yet, because this is probably what I could see them doing. T'Challa from another universe coming to his universe gets destroyed, and now we have T'Challa and Shuri as the Black Panthers in the MCU. So I feel like that's what they would mean by soft reboot. Keep what they have, maybe replace a couple people, and then bring in characters that aren't a reboot. So
Yeah. Well, also, didn't one of the writers from Secret Wars get dropped?
I think both Secret Wars and King Dynasty, Jeff Loveless and whoever the other one was.
Yeah. Which, to be honest, was probably the best decision.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do any of you guys have like a director you would want to see do Secret Wars?
I'd say bring the Russo brothers back.
I was gonna leave with that.
Like I think that's like a hot rumor, and that's not a bad one.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I
uh,
mean,
John Favreau? Unless he's really busy.
I saw one person say Ryan Coogler do Secret Wars, and I thought that was a really, really good idea.
Mm.
I think he put him and Daniel Dustin Craig from Shang-Chi directing the next two biggest Avengers movies. I think that would be beautifully, just visually done great and directed amazing.
I could see maybe John Watts. Or do you guys think he wouldn't handle that kind of movie?
Um, well, he is doing Fantastic Four, so it's not like he's not doing a big movie.
Wait, no, he's not.
He's
Wait,
not.
no,
Oh
he's
no, that's right.
replacing.
It's the WandaVision director. That's
Yeah,
right. He dropped. I was thinking he dropped out of a Spider-Man movie.
yeah.
Um, I don't know.
Only reason I lean towards him is because there was that rumor that Spider-Man was gonna play a big role in these two movies.
Mhm.
Yeah. How about like Taika Waititi? Waititi.
I I don't even think Chris Hemsworth wants him as a director. I think Chris is like he's a great friend. Director,
So they might be doing Thor 5 soon. You guys hear that too?
yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Like, you know, why not?
Yeah.
It's Chris Hemsworth. It's Natalie Portman. It's Brett Goldstein. Like, how are you going to introduce Zeus and Hercules to set up a Hercules versus Thor fight and it not go anywhere besides Thor 5?
and they hit us with the Thor will return.
Yeah.
And I love that because it's like, ooh, which Thor?
You guys think Taika will return for that? Because I mean, Hemsworth did say, "Hey, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't. I would probably wouldn't be Thor anymore."
I think as Korg he'll return. I don't think he would return as a director. Only because I know recently Thor Chris Hemsworth said that he would like to go back to like a more serious version of Thor.
Ragnarok.
Maybe he might even be talking about like Thor 1 serious,
Oh,
because even Ragnarok, like, yes, but it was also kind of silly too.
Yeah, it was half and half.
Yeah.
A good
it
So
was balanced.
yeah, as all things should be. Darn, that was dumb. But I know when Thor 5 comes out, you're gonna take a selfie, Steven, and you're gonna have Stormbreaker, and you're gonna be like, hell of a night.
maybe.
Bro's gonna wake up hungover.
I don't even drink. How the hell?
He's like,
Another one.
also like there's this topic too with No Way Home, kinda with not kind of really with Multiverse of Madness, and now with Deadpool 3 and Secret Wars. How are you feeling about how they handle fan service? Do you guys think it's too much? You guys think, oh, they're doing it good? Like, we'll start with you, Jay.
I would say for what is rumored now, it's a good balance. I would say because it's not like the crazy over the top. Oh yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio as Spider Man, like Multiverse of Madness. It's not going over the top like that. Really, all we've heard was um, what was his name? Ben Affleck coming back as Daredevil, Hugh Jackman, Andrew Garfield, and those are very well in the realm of possibilities.
Well, don't
And they,
forget Nick Cage.
oh yeah, they did. Yeah, that he was rumored too.
Yeah,
Which, I mean, they're not out of the realm of possibilities because they already said, yeah, we want Secret Wars to be like the biggest movie they've had. Which, I mean, yeah, that would be like the perfect movie to do it. Just get everybody in there, not the exotic ones though. Not those.
do you think it could even confuse the audiences?
Uh, if they're not like fans, if you know what I'm saying, like they don't like they're just like purely MCU fans, so they don't know much about the Ghost Rider, the Raimi trilogy, or anything like that, like the past movies.
Yeah,
I would say it would definitely confuse them there because they see No Way Home and they're like, oh yeah, 3 Spider-Men, that's dope. And if they see them back in Secret Wars, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's dope. But they might see more characters and like, what, like, are these new or something like that? Like,
it's like, why is there that spray painted dude Hulk?
yeah, like, yeah,
Or why is that weird looking duck?
yeah, like they just see random cameos and they're like, why? Who is this person? I ain't
Why is
noticed
Dolph
it.
Lundgren here? David Hasselhoff. What did he do?
Why is Thomas Jane here? Like they gonna be confused
Yeah,
sometimes. So I would say definitely to those fans that like are just purely MCU focused, they might get confused. But I say for the most part, no, I think people would be able to um, distinguish
yeah,
which characters are from which and stuff like that.
yeah. How about you, Geek? How do you feel how MCU has been doing fan service? How they will be doing it? Could it be too much?
Um, I think they've handled it properly. I think what ruins it, and I think this goes for a lot of stuff that people can't would like to complain about, is some of the fans. Like, you know, it's no secret that when Doctor Strange 2 was coming out, and Soups, whether you liked it or not, talked a lot about cameos, and I think that got a lot of people's expectations high, which led to a lot of negative reviews for the movie.
Mhm.
So I think for what they do, I think they're doing what we as fans would like to see. Um, and I also think I'm going to slightly disagree with you, Jay, about fans being confused, only because like Marvel is just such a massive thing that I feel like unless like they're children, I feel like they know of like Nick Cage's Ghost Rider and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Um, that's at least what I think. Just like because like again, like I said, it's such a massive thing that Marvel is. Um, yeah, that's kind of how I stand with that.
I I don't know. Just don't bring back the original Howard the Duck. 1986. Remember that, Geek?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, you were there at the premiere, right?
No, I was there.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, you made the movie.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, man.
he was Howard
Put,
the
put,
Duck.
put some respect on my name.
bro, Giga Chad the Duck. Or heck, you remember those like the '70s Captain America, the TV
Oh,
movie?
the fucking frisbee.
Yeah. Or the one from the '90s with the rubber ears. The full disclosure, I haven't seen those, but
Bless
I'll
you. I think I heard a
bless you.
sneeze.
Thank you.
I agree with you guys. I think it all depends on the expectations, and maybe you know, guess this goes for us too in a way. Like, try not to ignore rumors.
Yeah.
Like, I messaged Geek some time ago. It was like there was another Deadpool like rumor. Again, this is a rumor, but I saw that Doctor Doom from the 2005 and Fantastic Four movie and the sequel is coming back. I'm like, okay, that's a little too much now. Like,
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
yeah, I mean, no disrespect to the actor. If you're watching this, I don't hate you, but
I
I don't
mean,
really want to see you.
but I mean, would that mean Jessica Alba's coming back as Invisible Woman?
I know you want that for other reasons. You don't want it just to for the celebration of those movies, Jay.
I I barely remember those movies. All I remember was her as Invisible Woman. That's all I remember.
Hey, come on, Chris Evans.
Oh well, yeah, him too. See, I forgot.
Uh, what's it called
How can
Michael
you forget it?
Chiklis as the Thing.
I didn't even know the name of the actor who played
Yeah,
him.
Ewan Grufford as Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Jay's like, I did it.
You
Oh,
can just say random names and I'll say yes.
It's been a
no, dude,
while
it's
since I've seen him.
Punisher. Bro's like, yeah, I remember them all.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because also there's been four.
John Berthal as Doctor Doom.
Oh. Vulcan Blues watch. He's like, write that down. Write that.
I did it.
How about Stephen Freeman as Doctor Doom?
Just waiting for Jay to say something.
I was just gonna say anything.
Oh, I have an NDA. I can't say anything.
Oh,
So you want to tell us to the whole class, Jay?
uh, uh,
Anyways, because nobody cares. So, so do you guys see that the MC or not MCU, but Disney is going to be um, releasing a MCU timeline,
Oh yeah, I saw
which
it today.
which I thought about it earlier and looked it up on Disney Plus. So before Disney Plus used to have the timeline on their Marvel page. That is not there anymore. It is um, characters like the Ant-Man collection, Black Panther collection, so on. Um, Multiverse Saga and Infinity Saga. There is no more MCU timeline.
What?
So I find that interesting because does that mean whenever I think it's a book, whenever the book comes out, does that mean like they're going to change how the timeline works? Because some of that stuff didn't really make sense. Um, but yeah, yeah,
Book release is October 24th. I'm gonna get it.
interesting.
It could be an interesting read, you know.
You
I mean,
you
obviously,
know,
we all know the stuff that happens, but why not?
now that you said that they removed the timeline from Disney in itself, I feel like Loki is gonna play a part in that because one episode will probably be before the entire MCU happened. Like it would take place before
So like the
any.
Eternals.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. But then episodes would like jump through time like constantly, and it's gonna, I guess, like break it up. So like one movie will be here, and then it'll just have a part like a Loki season 2 episode 4, I guess, right here. Like it's just gonna be right there because it happened right there. Then the movie.
Hmm. Could work.
Yeah,
But I also just wonder if it's just more convenient for them to change it to where it's like makes more sense, I guess.
Yeah, because
But
like if you look at the timeline, also it's like I like Disney Plus. I think we all like Disney Plus, but it's a little cluttered.
yeah. Um, but I mean, like, just saying, did Hawkeye come first or did No Way Home come first?
Yeah,
That is, one thing they could change.
or what's it called? Of it's like, oh, here's all the movies, all the shows, all the shorts, or the one
Yeah,
shots.
that's exactly how the timeline. That's exactly how the Disney Plus had their MCU timeline. It had one shots, shows, not counting Agents of Shield. It and I guess the Agent Carter show too. So I guess it didn't really have any shows. No, MCU shows.
Is that even are those even canon? Like Agents of Shield? I know Agents of Shield has fans, but
And, I I count Agent Carter as canon.
was it like
Agents of Sh-
Jarvis from that game? Was it like the same one, same actor?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I believe Agents of Shield was technically canon. I feel like you could say it changed whenever they went to the future, went to a different timeline, whatever they did in like season after the Inhumans.
I do like
What?
that theory that the Screen Crush put out that they were all canon, but the TVA removed them. Like Daredevil was canon, Jessica Jones,
the Defenders,
yeah, The Gifted, Legion,
Cloak and Dagger,
yeah, Runaways,
The Runaways. Yeah.
yeah,
Hellstrom.
Maelstrom. I forgot they even existed.
I was gonna watch that till like that was like going to be the last like Marvel TV show pretty much, and I was like, oh, so what's the point?
It's set in Oregon, so gay.
Uh,
Oh yeah, dude. Jay, you were you the one who told me you didn't know this until I brought it up to you, or it was someone in our group that they were Hellstrom like got lucky because they were trying to do like a certain like forgot series on Hulu, and
Yeah,
one of them was gonna be Ghost Rider.
Hmm.
You guys remember that they were gonna do Ghost
Yeah,
Rider? Yeah,
oh yeah, yeah, because wasn't Hulu
it was
gonna
going to be Robbie Reyes
yeah, right.
and Gabriel
yeah,
Luna.
Yeah,
because wasn't like Hulu and Netflix had their own like kind of shows. So Netflix obviously had the street tier, but then wasn't Hulu getting like the magic?
Supernatural.
Yeah, like the magic supernatural sides of Marvel
yeah.
because
Yeah, it was something like that.
yeah,
What happened to like Feige just like took over the Marvel like the whole television division? Something like that. I'll have to ask Lorenzo.
No, so whoever was running it either got fired or left, and then that's when like with Disney Plus, and then they all just kind of
Yeah,
yeah,
I just remember when WandaVision came out. Of Gunn was like, as far as I know, everything prior to that is not canon.
uh,
So yeah, yeah. Sorry, Iron Fist and Inhumans.
mm.
Runaways.
Hey, Runaways was actually a good show.
I I
The
I did
actress
finish it.
for Nico came back for the Midnight Suns game.
Yeah, that could have been a really good game.
Well, you didn't vibe with it.
I didn't vibe with it being like a card based game. I feel like card turn based games feels like Marvel Snap. You know, if I'm going to play a turn based game on a console, it'd be like Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts because I think those are turn based games.
Yeah,
It feels weird that it's a card turn based in 2022 when it came out.
Yeah, and I mean they had a lot of potential for that game because
You
the designs are awesome. I like the design.
played
yeah,
Robbie Reyes. The costumes were incredible. You get to make
Morbius,
your own
Venom,
character. Like,
Spider Man.
come on.
Venom, Spider Man, Storm.
I know Jay liked the Funko Pops.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
I
him, the
I was
Ghost Rider.
yeah I was contemplating on getting the game just so I could get the Midnight Suns Iron Man pop.
I can see you getting home and be like, screw the game. Let's open this bad bitch up. Just toss the game and like open that Iron Man.
Yeah, I just keep it sealed up, never opened.
Oh well, actually, since we were we lost track here, we are talking about MCU future, but we talking about shows. How do you guys feel about that? Just the shows moving forward. Start with you, Jay.
I would say like keep two shows a year. Like I think that's like a pretty good balancing.
Yeah. And an occasional special.
Yeah, maybe like a sprinkled special, maybe two for just for fun, and like just for holidays. So like how Werewolf Monday was just for Halloween, and the holiday special was for Christmas. I'd say probably like do those like just specifically for our holidays or something like that. But I mean, I'd say like two shows a year is like a good balance. I
You
didn't.
think three's okay too, or is three getting to a little too much?
I, I would say three would be okay, but then I would think that that would kind of take all their attention from the actual movies and stuff and just put it into a show like what they were doing before because you had what's it called, Moon Knight and Miss Marvel, in the same year, only months apart.
And She Hulk.
Yeah, and She Hulk. Yeah, so that was already three shows right there. And wasn't Loki also in the same year, February?
No,
No,
no.
2020.
Well, WandaVision, Loki, and Falcon and Soldier all came out together.
Yeah.
You're like a year behind.
I know what it's. What if that Hawkeye
Yeah,
that
Mm,
year?
yes.
Yeah.
yeah. So they had a lot, and obviously that took a lot of their attention away from the movies and kind of this like the plot of this of the next coming phases. But I
How
mean,
about,
oh,
okay, sorry.
go ahead.
What else to say? How about when people say, "Oh, it's too much"? I don't. It's not really that's too much. It's more so how they are.
Yeah,
Like, because we all here enjoyed Blue Knight, but it got some mixed reviews. Same with Miss Marvel and She Hulk.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like put out good content first. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
Oh, no, you good. Yeah, I mean, just like take the time to make sure the movies are good, they're up to par, and stuff like that, and just don't keep spending all this money on a show that's gonna go direct to a streaming service that you're not gonna make as much profit from the show as the movies.
Yeah, wise words, thinker.
Thanks.
Yeah. How about you, Geek Takeover? What do you think of the
Um,
shows
well, I mean,
moving
I
forward?
mostly agree with everything that Jay said. Quantity over quality, or sorry, quality over quantity. Um, I know no, not Feige. Chapek said that he wants to cut it down for both Marvel and Star Wars to like two movies and two shows a year. So I'm sure we're going to be getting that. Now, the only thing that I will change for what you said, Jay, about the special presentations is I wouldn't only just do them for holidays, but like for characters that you don't necessarily have faith for. For I'll use Echo for example, because clearly either somebody at Marvel or somebody at Disney doesn't have enough faith for either the show, or they just don't want people to always ask where Daredevil and Kingpin are, to where they're going to just drop all the episodes at once whenever it comes out. You could have probably just made that a special presentation. Save those for characters who maybe aren't so familiar with general audiences, and where it'll be easier for them just to watch like an hour and a half special on them. You know,
I was just gonna say something like that, kind of like how Werewolf by Night, you get introduced to Lisa Bloodstone or Elsa Bloodstone. I keep thinking Lisa.
but yeah, like you could say the shows for like you know already pre-introduced Marvel characters who probably deserved it. I'm not saying the new ones don't, but like characters that either you don't think you have faith in, or maybe will just benefit from it, they could probably just do well with like a special presentation.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts on that, because Jay pretty much said everything. Like I said, quality over quantity.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I could have said it better myself. Quality over quantity, and actually, yeah, I argue like you could have a lot of stuff. It just has to be good. They kind of set the bar high. You know, first three phases, and like I don't. Do you guys think that's also could be the issue? Like after Endgame, people like, well, where else do they go? Did they?
Back to the basics. I
Yeah,
think people rightfully so for the most part, after having one of the biggest movies of all time, of course you're going to have extremely high expectations. But you also have to realize that Iron Man's dead, Captain America's gone, Black Widow's dead, Hulk's retired, Thor's fat, Hawkeye is a family man. So there's all your cornerstone Avengers. You just want to throw in Sam as in the Avengers without seeing how he gets to Captain America and so on and so forth. So I think a lot of people didn't realize that Phase 4 is basically just Phase 1. So we're just kind of starting over from scratch.
Yeah, go back to the basics. Go back to saving the cat. Go back to saving the neighborhood.
Go
Saving
back
kids.
to depression. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
I mean,
So much. Like Thanos hurt them so bad.
these movies give me depression, but not kidding, I'm kidding. But no, I'm with you. Like, go back to the personal. Like, that's why. Would it be unfair to compare Across the Spider Verse to, say, the last 2 years of Marvel? Because, like, yeah, it dealt with like big, you know, multiversal shenanigans, but it was still a personal story.
Mm-hmm.
It was just really a kid trying to save his dad.
It was balanced.
Yeah, now it's about being stuck in the quantum realm, you know, or big giant heads, floating heads.
Yeah.
Same with Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
Two best movies of this year so far. Not even close.
Uh, how are you feeling about the villains? I think so far, like
Um,
from Phase 4, Phase 5.
fucking great.
Yeah,
Like we since Black Panther, minus Ant-Man and the Wasp, and and so besides Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel, I don't think we've had a single bad villain. What? Let me phrase this. Let me phrase this. A single bad villain in the movies, because I just remembered about like Carly and Gravik. So in the movies,
yeah. Wait, well, what
we've
about
had.
Vulture?
I'm sorry.
Vulture in Homecoming?
Oh, and hell yeah. So,
Yeah,
um, did Ragnarok come out first, or did Homecoming?
Homecoming.
Okay, so
Homecoming.
since Homecoming, we've had, mm, yeah, the greatest villains of all time. Like,
I actually like Ghost and Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I mean, okay, so she was all right, but like compare her to the other movies that came out at that time.
Oh yeah,
Vulture, not even close. Hela, not close. Thanos, ha, don't make me laugh. Killmonger,
Killmonger. Yeah.
don't make me laugh. Thanos again, like she, it was just bad timing.
Yeah. I know Jay's not gonna say anything because he knows he's just be like, I want to be negative. It's not like the previous years of Marvel had bad villains. Like I like Red Skull, you know. Abomination was cool, but I do feel like Vultures when they started taking it a little more seriously.
Make them a threat.
Yeah. Hopefully they can keep it up,
Oof,
or
yeah.
or else I'm gonna have to step in for Tana Cuarta.
Oh,
Yeah. You think he was a good villain? I see him more as an anti-hero. He's a broken
Oh,
soul. Not
oh
kidding.
yeah, just like I was gonna say Wanda, but she kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, Namor literally is an anti-hero, anti-villain. So
Yeah.
just like with John Walker, I was never upset about him calling himself Captain America because I'm not a fucking moron. I know he's the U.S. agent. I'm
We
not
all
gonna.
do. It's like,
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna complain in episode one that no, that's not Captain America. That's the one. No, that's U.S. agent. You fuck. Like,
poor Russell.
oh my god, he did such a good job.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Would it be not just because they're mutants? Sorry to change it. Would it be safe to say for now, Namor is like the Magneto's MCU in a
Um,
sense, like because they kind of have a lot of similarities.
yeah, I mean, I guess with how it's set up, um, I can see where you're coming from. So yeah,
More so than 2099, because I remember I gave you that comparison. You're like, I can see it, but not really. But with Namor, it's like, not only their families got killed, you know,
he would basically do anything for his people. So
yeah, and it's like he sees someone similar, or in this case, a similar nation, civilization, and he's like, you're either with me or you're against me, kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something I may or may have not heard before said to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully they can keep it up. Been hearing rumors of Spider-Man 4 maybe having Prowler, and Scorpion, Kingpin, negative.
Morbius, Craven.
That
Sinister Six.
that reminds me of something I thought of earlier, and I want both of you guys' take. Let's just say, Matamor does horribly, Craven does horribly. Spider and Venom does good. I feel like Venom will do good. Let's just say those movies just do bad. Do you think this soft reboot might have Sony and Marvel working more together? If they, because like under over or under 50%.
I I would think I would say under just because I think Sony's smart enough to where unless if they have to, they would never give the rights back for Spider-Man. But if they're smart, what they should do, which they should have done after No Way Home or after Far From Home, but whatever, they should make a deal with Disney to where they're not loaning Spider-Man, but we're married now and Spider-Man is our child.
We're sharing it.
We could use Spider-Man and Sony, and then you guys can use the MCU. Like, I don't understand why they haven't done that yet. It's genius. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you guys can't make Spider-Man movies worth a damn, but you can make animation, phenomenal animation. Marvel and Disney know what the fuck they're doing.
Well,
Hey, guess
it's not
what?
like Sony has
Let's
done bad Spider-Man movies before.
Yeah, but I think they just need to like see like, oh, Disney can give us billions, like $1 billion Spider-Man movies. Let's see, like let's keep going down this rabbit hole.
Like Drizzy and I always talk. Like I want to see Spider-Man team up with Shang-Chi or the Guardians, maybe.
Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil. Well, I think Daredevil's gonna
Which I'm
have.
sure you'll see in Kang Dynasty and Secret Invasion.
Yeah, or Captain America. Give us that. Or like, heck, why not have the villains thrown in there for good measure?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think you remember this. Craven, Ryan Coogler wanted Craven, Craven and Black Panther, the first one. But they told him, "Oh no, that's a Sony thing." So he's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, their whole layaway thing is such bullshit. Like just like make a deal. You can make so much more money. You can make so much more. Like be honest. You throw Disney in front of the Craven or Madam Web logo, that movie instantly goes from to oh, it's Disney. Now I'm curious.
Yeah, the interest is
Like
going to
just
be peaked.
yeah, the name alone would already increase your box office probably by like 5%, if not like 10.
How about you, Jay? Do you think there's a chance if Madam Web and Craven do poorly, they could work a little more closer?
Uh, I would say no because they're just going to be too stubborn.
Yeah,
I feel like no matter how hard people ask like for this to happen, they're still gonna be like, oh yeah, let's make more. Like let's make more of these villain solo movies. Let's like basically gatekeep Spider Man.
yeah.
Well, live action wise, but
Odds on how long it'll take for them to make a spot movie now after Across the Spider Verse.
oh, that was about to do. Freaking what was his name? El Muerto.
With Drizzy,
Yeah, El
Hypno
Muerto.
Hustler,
Yeah, Hypno Hustler. Like
Aunt May,
who? What?
Aunt May.
I didn't even know about that
Yeah, good. You don't worry
one.
about it.
And it's just like nobody knows these characters, and you're doing it just for the sake of them being related to Spider-Man. Because the only reason, now I'm not hating on Venom, but the only reason why people went to go see Venom was because, oh, that's a Spider-Man villain. That looks interesting, or he's related to Spider-Man in some ways. And I think they're gonna keep on just doing that, no matter if Craven and what was it, Madam Web?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
If those fail, I feel like they're still just gonna be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna still keep it going. They're gonna be pulling out cards. How they're gonna come out with the damn Shocker solo movie.
it's not like they'd re-release a movie due to the memes.
Uh,
Yeah, we'll have to see. Same goes for DC. James got on counter you, man.
oh yeah.
Let's have a beer sometime. Let's go hang out, bro. You too, geek.
Totally.
Yeah. No, you could just be our like taxi driver.
I think Ubers are more popular than taxis, but good try.
Oh, I tried.
I'm pretty sure taxis are obsolete. So
Or just I'll have Jay levitate us.
Hey, where you going? Or two?
Jay, I'm surprised you haven't thought about when you levitate, you should do the Godzilla kick.
I might try that one day.
Also, the Godzilla store open today. I should
Nice.
check out. Not a sponsor. or is it?
Um,
Maybe one of us is a kaiju.
yeah, I whip out that drop kick on the football field.
They're gonna say I'm geek.
What?
No, you wouldn't fight geek.
No, because he'd lose.
Find me on MK then.
Find me in the weight room.
Let's do it.
On God.
Oh God, bro.
On God, man.
Now
I could
what's
have
your
like a warm up.
what a warm up 5 pound was 10 too heavy for you?
Oh no, you're the warm up.
So still 10 too heavy for you?
Oh honey, you're not a 10.
I
You're a 10 out of 100. You're a 10 on the Richter scale.
Anyways, are we gonna keep on?
yeah, I was about to say we can way sidetracked.
Then again, it's my fault. I set this up. I switched up.
yeah, bro.
It's
Wait,
all
I'm.
your fault, and now you're fired.
I'm gonna say now I'm him.
nah,
No,
you're
now you're just fired. You
From Nerd's Lair or from Culture
yeah
Shock?
yeah.
from
Oh,
Yeah,
everything.
we're doing a hostile takeover.
Uh,
we.
Yeah, I am doing a hostile takeover. I could do it. Jay's there.
Jason, you have some sort of geeky announcement coming soon?
Yeah, that's the takeover. I'm taking your spot permanently.
Well,
You won't hear from El Juancho ever again
the way you said it, El.
because he's being replaced by uh, this new guy coming up the block. Moi, I'm happy to be joining full time. So
Well, before we get back to that,
okay.
we're gonna do a moment of silence, right, geek?
Yeah, because today marks the 3 years since Chadwick Boseman unfortunately unexpectedly passed away, and then last Friday, Bob Barker, age 99, good lord, passed away. And then I don't know the originals that are for Harley Quinn.
Arlene Sorkin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
all very tragic.
Neil
Uh,
Gribble of King of the Hill.
oh yeah,
Brett
that was a
Wyatt
couple weeks
from
ago.
WWE.
Yeah, all these unex. Yeah, just
Yeah.
what a
It's just crappy.
yeah. At least if you look at it this way, Bob Barker probably like I said, 99. Good God,
he
good
lived
for
a
him.
good life.
Good for him.
Yeah, dude.
Damn. So I don't mean to ruin the moment of silence. I just realized him, Queen Elizabeth, and Betty White saw so much shit.
That is true.
Wow.
Very few
Okay.
get to
So
say that.
yeah, sorry. Now I feel like I ruined the moment thinking about that.
No, but we're gonna do a quick moment of silence in honor of those who helped make this industry great. All right, we're back now. Yeah. Rest in peace, y'all.
What were you gonna say, Jay? I feel like you started to say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Sorry
I
to cut
like
you
how.
off.
No, you good. I was gonna say I like how me and Juan mute first, and then it took you a little
I
bit.
didn't want to say anything.
Like I was looking at his thing. I was like, dang, he went mad quiet. I was like, I'm surprised he didn't mute yet.
Just hierarchy of power, bro. He's him.
No, and
No, you are him. You are the geek takeover, the legendary Freeman.
yeah, like I said, I'm taking your spot off.
Yeah. No, you're
El Geek Sickle.
not. El Geek. Mario the Geek. But yeah, you guys heard that right earlier. We're doing a little geek announcement. Lorenzo couldn't join us today, but he did get into contact with Geek about an offer he couldn't refuse. And yeah, Geek, you want to let them know what that is?
I have signed an NDA, so I cannot disclose any details. But as previously mentioned before, I am more than happy to be joining and doing this full time with you guys.
Yeah.
It just feels natural.
Yeah.
It feels good to get back to doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, welcome our new co-host. Whoa.
yeah, I'm at least coming to take your spot, Jay. You'll be gone in like a week.
Nah, Jay's still.
You'll be gone because you'll be in school.
But it's gonna be my last year.
But you still have school. So, like a nerd, you should just drop out.
No, I'm not that dumb.
Geek's trying not to cook you. I know he's trying not to cook you.
Nah, I
You
don't
love
know.
Jay, right? Jay's your homie.
Anyways, next, next question.
um, what's your favorite kind of Doritos?
Uh,
I don't
baked
eat chips.
cheese puffs. Baked cheese puffs.
They made that in Doritos?
Hmm?
Oh shit! Cool Ranch.
Spicy.
Jay,
Go.
spicy nacho.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude, that's a good one. How about tapatio? Have you tried the tapatio?
I actually did. I tried it with Cody. Well, I didn't try it with Cody, but
You tried Coke? Whoa, dude,
What,
dude,
dude?
come.
Dude,
yeah,
hey,
it was actually
this is
really
not
good.
that kind of podcast. Wait, diet or zero or regular?
You said what?
Coke. You said Coke. Diet, zero, or regular.
Powder.
Bro's like, I'm just gonna go with the joke now.
What joke?
Oh, oh. Bro's going full joke. Carlos Esposito here. I was acting, or was I? Damn it, Jay. Dude, come on. We don't make those kind of jokes. Just like we don't swear here, right, Jay? We don't fucking swear.
Yeah, you bet your ass we don't swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you poopy heads.
Bro, you talk like such a boomer.
That's crazy. That's messed up.
It's not crazy. He's old.
Yes. So,
Yes.
I feel old.
Ski.
Bro would go to Elvis concerts.
Hey, Elvis is fantastic.
Yes. Did you see the movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it
pretty good.
was good.
Yeah, Jay, did you see it?
I did.
Yeah.
I watched it with my sister because she wanted to watch it.
Hopefully, the actor Austin Butler, he
Hmm.
get a role in Marvel or DC.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah,
Sometime soon.
maybe we could too. Or fuck it, let's just make our own little shared universe.
Take extra. I'll take extra number 3 that gets cut and put in the deleted scenes.
And only has one letter of dialogue.
Ah,
And will be airing on Disney Subtract.
Disney minus.
yeah. Well, I guess that wraps it up.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. Can't wait to show you what else we got in store with our new co-host, the Geek Takeover, who we love here in the studios. Yeah, Jay's always praising him and raving about him and just how much he wants to work with him.
My bitches love me. What can I say?
How dare you? I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
you're right.
not
I
one of
shouldn't talk about my
these.
dog like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dog.
Nah, I love Jay too. Jay's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he's awesome. He's the homie. He's a real one.
I see how it is though.
What? I literally just said you're a real one.
No, I wasn't talking about you.
Talk about the other guy.
Yeah, this
This fella.
yeah, this newbie, this rookie.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of names, Jay, where can people follow you under one name?
Angelo De Jesus on Instagram.
Oh yeah, Geek Takeover.
You can follow me at Don't Follow D'Angelo De Jesus.
Oh yeah. I mean, hell no, dude. Come on, dude.
Can't even hate now. You messed up on the name.
You're right. Don't
D'Angelo.
follow me at J Angelo Joel.
Too late. Too late.
You can follow me at Lauren Zogger 13 on MySpace. No. Follow me at Mario Watch on Instagram, Twitch. Check out our socials on Culture Shock, Nerds Layers. And yeah, this is episode 8, and we thank you guys. And until next time.
Bye.
Au revoir.